Hi, I am with Scoutriley today. This is Leaf Pool 2014.
Hello.
So, how are you gonna do this? Are you gonna ask me questions, or am I just gonna sprout random stuff while trying to remember stuff from how long ago was this? Holy shit, 7 years ago.
I can ask you questions if you want. I just have a few prepared.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. So, you ready to start?
Yes, really the only memory I have from back then are either in miscellaneous um, books I've written, like notebooks or my brain, unless it's past 2017, in which case I recorded it.
All right. So, how did you first find out about game night, and when did you first join?
Well, I discovered game night around I think 2013, 2014, maybe even as early as 2012, but I did not even join the server until 20 the end of 2015, the start of 2016, around that time. And then I didn't even join the season 2 server until like a couple months later. I mostly just hung out in the old season 1 server area they kept up for a while, just wondering where the hell is everybody.
So, what are some of the first things you did on the server? Like, did you start any big projects or anything at first?
Well, if you're thinking about the season 1 server, which I just hung out in the void for a while, just wondering where everyone was, I mostly just raided houses there. Because there wasn't really any land. It was just a giant hole at this point, because I'm guessing everybody just griefed everything at the end. Um,
Yeah, probably.
but season 2 server, I mostly just built like a small house in the mesa for a bit, and then eventually built up a small shop near one of my friend's house, who eventually actually left the server. She's also the only reason I had a diamond sword.
So, who were some of your friends?
Well, if I had that notebook with me, I have the list of every single member of Team Kitty. And then, looking back, I don't even think half of them even knew they were part of Team Kitty, because really it was just a friends group back then, really. It's just, oh, you're my friend, you're automatically in it, because if I remember correctly, I actually added monkey pants and game night to it.
I think a lot of people did that, just flying around looking at the friends lists. I think Monkey's an unofficial member of every single town.
Actually, if I remember, it wasn't in a notebook in the server. What I mean is, like, I literally would write this down in like a paper notebook in real life.
Oh,
Just various notebooks. I actually stopped doing that around 2018.
hmm. So you said you did something with, you mentioned the Snoopy Go Rebellion in Discord. Could you tell me about that?
Oh, that. I do not know where the base for that is, but I bet if you go into Spectator, you'll probably find it somewhere, either underneath the mesa or in some area underneath a bunch of, that island area I was telling you about. It might be underneath there too. But anyway, the general idea was that I was getting mad at. That was like the beginning of my Snoopy Girl hatred. Like, I was thinking she was unfairly banning people, so I, started a small group to try going against her. She found out about it and banned me for a month.
Yeah, I think Snoopy banned a lot of people for that. Uh, so,
And one of the reasons she gave? Being rude to staff.
mhm. So what else did you do with Team Kitty? Like, what
Team
was it?
Kitty. It again was mostly just a friend group. Towards the end of my stay on the server, I did kind of try to form a couple small towns with them. Not as much as Count Lavinia did. Like, that was like an entire whole different thing. But I was trying to form like little like communities just for houses and stuff like that. One near my jungle treehouse area, just like a couple hundred blocks from there, just like renting off land. And there are a bunch of the islands I mentioned, and I called the Caribbean Islands. I would give away islands.
Hmm.
I think I tried to form one in the Mesa, but if you recall, that area kind of was already taken.
Yeah.
Really, all I was able to build there was a mall, a graveyard, and my tiny little shop. That's about it, because there was literally no room for anything.
Hmm. So, I know you said you tried to form towns. Was there ever like a central base or anything? Or, like one town where there were a lot of members?
Well, again, my early Team Kitty Town idea was mostly, until I moved to Lemon Cloud, it was mostly just like I would give away land for prices because I would also give away resources if you bought it.
Hmm.
Um, I guess you could say my jungle treehouse was the center. It's
All
mostly
right.
where I did stuff with other people, like I'd teleport them over and do things randomly there.
Hmm. Right. So, what were your bases like? I know I flew around them, but do you want to just tell other people
There,
about what they were like?
well, you've seen the Cat Eye Sop and the Jungle Treehouse. The Jungle Treehouse one, actually, you can see on my channel, and I think I've shown the rebuilding of the Cat Eye Sop years later on that single player world where I rebuilt various things. Um,
Hmm.
1 second. Sorry, I had like some weird gastro thing going on. Um, so basically, but there were some other bases. There was one in the side of a mountain. I do not know where that is. All I know is I think it was to the south of the mesa, or to east. It was somewhere away from the mesa. It was like in a giant extreme mountain area.
All right.
There was also a rebuilt of my house I used in my first ever Minecraft world that I rebuilt on the server. I also lost that at house because I don't know where the hell I stuck it. And that was even before I left the server. I do not know where it is. All I know is it was on a coast, in the plains coast.
All right.
And then there was also my base in the Caribbean Island, which was just a couple small houses here and there. And there was one other base. It was also on the coast. I don't know what was meaning coast, but it was like a tiny hut. All of these buildings were really like Nubis built. Like they were really square. Like there weren't a lot of depth to them. Like overhangs and stuff like that. I think the most advanced I ever got was my jungle treehouse, and even then, that's I didn't really use like the stair overhangs or anything. I just kept adding random jungle wood.
Mhm. Well, that kind of makes sense. I don't think there's like a single good build on that server unless it's like something the admins built. Like, well, good by today's standards.
Oh, I
We were
still
all like
build really square
10-year-olds back
houses. I
then.
have to go a lot of the time go by schematics I find on the internet. And then I add my own twist to it after I find them, like I might replace blocks or something.
Mm, that's a good way to start. I did
Like
that for a few
in
years too.
in my rebuild of my house I had on Castia that I started to rebuild. I haven't finished yet because I'm lazy. On Towny Eternal, that one has I replaced the white wool with calcite,
Mhm.
and any cobblestone with blackstone, because when I first started playing, I had an obsession with deep slate, not blackstone. I don't know why I called it that. Deep slate bricks and stuff like that, and I'm obsessing with them because they looked really good in my texture pack.
Hmm.
Anyway, back to the game night. This is not a Castia and Eternal reminiscent.
Right, so, like, you mentioned you had an argument with Snoopy and got banned for a while. We did you, or did you interact with the other admins in any way?
During that 1 month ban, I
Or
wasn't
like just
really.
in general?
I don't think I was really any friends with most of the admins because that was back. I think there was a lot of admins I've forgotten about since then. I can't even remember if Crafter was admin or like staff at all. Garotron was not staff yet. That was towards the end of my time on the server, and also the reason that I was banned. But we'll get to that eventually. I I didn't really get to talk to much staff because, again, I don't remember really any of them.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think I
It was
also
a
just
while
hated the
ago.
staff in general.
Hmm. So, is there anything else you want to talk about? Like, before we get to why you left the server?
Left is a really strong, not a strong word for
Well,
why,
yeah.
but I mean, 2015 and 2016 weren't that really eventful. It was literally just me running around, building random stuff, selling stuff, getting banned for starting a rebellion. Not really much happened. Oh, I do remember I got stuck in a trap once in the mesa. Somebody set up, you know those like little zombie traps that people would set up that would like put up these like, if you put a pressure plate and then if you stepped
Oh,
on it,
yeah.
fences would pop up all around it.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Like, I
trapped in
use
that,
those
and for like an hour, I forgot I could just teleport out of it. So I just stood there freaking out, trying to get somebody to come over.
So, you ready to talk about why you left?
2017 was the eventful year. A lot of that was recorded. Mostly the kit PvP I did. I didn't really record much of my build. That was actually the year I finished my jungle treehouse and then kept expanding it. That was when I moved out of the mesa and into the jungle. A little less crowded. Because there was really only like one other town nearby, and that was still pretty far away. I was even starting to build a path to said town. That was also the year I founded the Rivian Islands. That was also a lot of stuff happened, and I think it would have gotten more crazy if I actually was able to stay on the server. Because I had a lot of stuff planned, like a month before I was banned. That was when I started the little community near the jungle area I was going to build. It was around a lake nearby. For the wow, that's really taking less time than I thought. I thought I would have had more to say. But ban time. That was June 7th on my own birthday. And ever since then, every year in June, something bad happens to me. Except 2021. That year was uneventful for me. As in on June. That was the year I moved to Cassia. But anyway, Garrotron thought I was hacking, and he recorded it, and got me banned. Mostly he just told the staff, and then he just kept going to me and hounding me to tell the truth, even though I'm like, I didn't hack! What the fuck is going on? Yeah, when I first joined the call with Garrotron on this afterwards, I can't remember if I joined a call with him or they messaged me in game. It was either or. But I think when they first started talking to me, I'm like all excited. I'm like, he's finally gonna be in a Minecraft video with me! After hounding him for months! And then Snoopy Girl comes and they start accusing me, and I start freaking out, and then I start crying after I'm banned.
Yes. So, can you just say why you were banned? Because, like, I saw the video, but...
They accused me of anti-knockback hacking.
Alright.
From my end, I was experiencing the same thing they were. They froze, like I did, and I tried to damage them, and they didn't. And then when the lag was over, this was different on my side. It wasn't the same on theirs. But on my end, when the lag was over, I was flung like 20 feet into the air, and all of the hits he did against me were sent at the same time. So on my end, I just catapulted into the air, like, into damage, like, every millisecond.
Right, so after you banned, did you like interact with the server in any way? Like, or did he just not
I
do
still
anything
had my friends like Enderpixel, almost said Markiplier, wrong Mark, Manitoba Mark, like God, I wish I was friends with Markiplier. That probably would skyrocket my channel. And get me to, like, record again. But, Enderpixel Warcrafter, Everest, Hippie Master. I tried talking to Garrotron. We had on and off conversations. I actually have a video I'm going to share right now. Let me just get it ready. I need to check when this was recorded real quick, though. Hi, guys. Oh, that's my opening. One second, I gotta turn on something. Which is display capture? Nope, wrong display capture. Okay, which display capture captures? Sorry, I haven't. I think I deleted my Chrome screen capture. Display 2, no, display 3. There we go. Okay. And I'm also going to share my screen too on your end.
Alright.
Which hopefully this doesn't crash everything in the universe. Okay, oldest videos, where is it? Here it is. I communicated a lot with, some with Garrotron, not like crazy amounts, like since he wasn't really my friend, but we had on-off conversations. I remember I started playing on a maid server for a little bit, and that was when he admitted that, Snoopy Girl, the reason they banned me so quickly is that a lot of staff hated me, so they, just wanted to get rid of me. So, they just took that chance and ran with it. Skipping over 2 warnings in the process. But, he's in this recording somewhere. I'll just skip to here.
That grappling is really cool. I like that.
We might have talked about the ban in this video too, but if you're curious what is going on here, this was when I joined Aram, which was one of my permanent servers I played for a couple years because I eventually became a builder on there.
Alright.
But for contact after that, pretty much the only staff I stayed in contact with was Garrotron.
Alright.
I don't even know if I was really friends with Crafter. The only thing I remember about Crafter back then is that he said in an old Garrotron video, like, wait a minute, Leaf Pool Kitty Mittens is a boy? I thought he was a girl! Here's my old name. But yeah, I need to turn this off. There. There were some other videos. I'm not going to show them. I am going to mention them. Shortly after I was banned, I tried starting a survival series in single player. And in one of the videos, I just went on a rant about being banned. That was really eventful. And then there were occasionally I would have like anniversary. I cannot pronounce English today. Anniversary of being banned videos that lasted up until like I think 2019, end of 2018 maybe, because then I was unbanned for a short bit by accident. I was eventually rebanned because, well, everybody that was accidentally unbanned was rebanned, but after that I kind of just gave up on complaining. And then that leads us up to Game Night 2K, which, I'm going to end this recording right here and then start a new one.
Can we do Game Night 2K, like, another day?
Sure, if you want. You said you'd be here for like an hour.
Oh, is this gonna take a while? Like, I can do a short one. I just
Game Night 2K Season 1 shouldn't take too long. Season 2, you're probably gonna have a lot to ask about because that's the Cat Lavinia season, and that was the main reason I wanted to do this, because I wanted to clear up a lot of misconceptions.
Alright. So we can do another short one if you want.
Okay, and